Welcome to Radio Fixer's channel. Subscribe for upcoming videos. Welcome back. I want to thank you for all the subscribers watching all these videos. Really, my goal is to create these videos so a brand new person can use the information and be able to get into the hobby. It is really a wonderful hobby and very rewarding to bring back something that totally dead back to life and sing again. This is Raggedy and Andy radio. It's supposed to have a light and also of course AM radio. When I purchased this, the seller mentioned that the light works but the radio doesn't. You have to receive it, checked it out, and definitely this is not working. It says radio. And this is supposed to be Night-Lite dimmer right here, and of course this is a tuner. I'm going to take it apart to see what's going on. Hopefully this can be fixed. And my wife has a few of this when she was a child, she held on to it and thought that's going to be nice to get it and be part of her collection. Anyway, just let's take it apart and see if this is fixable or not. I hope it is. But usually buy the thing that is not working, because if it works, it's not fun. I'd like to be able to rescue them, save them, make them sing again if it's possible. Alright, let's take it apart and check to see what's going on. Again, I'm hoping this is fixable. You never know. After we fix it, we're going to clean everything. You can tell this was taken apart and one of the screws are missing here. So somebody tried to fix this. There's a screw all the way in the bottom. I need different screwdrivers to take that out. And let's try this. When you work in this radio, you need a bunch of tools. Seems like this is one piece, this is another piece. Something is loose inside. I'm not sure what it is. It's pretty hard to take this thing apart. Alright, should be a way to take this out. Alright, finally the back is almost off. And that's the light. Very interesting. See the light? A little itty bitty light in there. It has a transformer. Very interesting. What was loose in there? How are we going to take the radio out of this? I need to figure this out. If this was from Japan radio, any type of like a Sony, Panasonic, there's no way you're going to have this type of issue. How they screw this thing in? Unbelievable. Man. Like this little screw had a hard time to pull it out. It's a very small bulb. Unbelievable here. Look what they did here. They soldered the wire right on the light bulb. I never saw something like this. Okay, this came off too. This cardboard. So counterclockwise just a little bit. They're going to open it. Clockwise, of course, going to close it. One thing I noticed, as I mentioned to you earlier, here the light switch on and off, there's a little piece is missing. Like this side right here is missing. So I was thinking, what can I do? Can I come up with something to fit here? So this is what I'm going to do. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but hey, you can try, right? You can try to see if it works or not. You have nothing to lose. I was looking around the house. I find this, and this is empty box. I was ready to recycle it. Then I opened this up, and of course, when you take it out, this piece comes out. Then plastic gonna be so soft to make something like that. So this might work. See if you pull this out. The thickness here is almost the same thickness of this piece here. Same thickness of, this PC board. So I'm going to try to cut this and make something like that for the other side. Is it doable? I don't know, but let's try it. Let's try to see if this is going to work or not. Again, I look around the house to see what can I use to fix all these radios. Or I'm going to try to cut this, make that part. Let's see if it's doable or not. Alright, I hooked up this to the variac so I can control the speed, and that's that small piece that I'm working on. Alright, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but hey, we can try, right? Can't use the fall. That's what I did here, use that to make it curve like that. This is the first one I'm going to make to see if it's going to work or not. Let me check it on the magnifying glass. It's much easier to see, it's so small. First I want to see if the hole actually is large enough. I'm checking the thickness. The thickness are fine. You see how small this thing is? You put it in palm of my hand so you can see it. It's pretty small. So now I have to put a little notch right here. I'm going to hold it with this plier like that. I already started a little bit. Now if you can see, it's so small. So I'm doing this under magnifying glass. This notch, it allowed the switch be on and off. Spent a lot of time to make this little thing. Maybe if I put it here on top of my phone, then you will see how small this is. You see that? It's very, very small. That's an iPhone. Now let's install it. I have to be very careful not losing this thing. If I can fix this, I'm going to be excited. I wasn't sure if it's doable or not. Okay, see it fit right there. See that? I need to take a little material from other side out. A little bit from up here. Man, I'm having a hard time to do this. So I need to just cut a little bit right here. See what I'm talking about, how difficult this is. I think I got it. Let's try again. I love to do this crazy stuff, figure things out. Yeah, folks, it should do it. Yep, that's it. That's it. Man, that's exciting. This is great. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't sure if this is possible or not. Look how small that washer is that I need to put there. It's like a ring. Took it out. This is very small. Hopefully I can put this thing back in this. It was easy to take it out, but now installing it, because all these capacitor parts are my way, so it's going to be a little difficult. If I can fix this, it's going to be great. Maybe if I turn this knob this way all the way, yeah, that might do it. And before I get excited, let's see. This might work. Wish me luck. At least I put it right top of the other plastic, so if I can see, I can line it up. Alright. This in works. Man, that was hard. See, the issue is you don't have enough space here. Okay, it's closed. Man, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. It's fixed. Look here. On, off. On, off. And this was tough because it's so small. I had to create that thing. And that was tough. Now if I want to, I can get, the Sharpie and color it. I mean, it's not necessary, but let's see if this is, I can do this. Yeah. Alright. This looks like original. Let's now hook it up to see if the light is it's going to dim or not, that's the most important thing. We get excited about this crazy stuff. And that is, see, it's same as that one. I need to stop doing this type of thing. I need to work in different radios. I like to work in tube radio. The transistor is so small, you know, you cannot get into anything. Man. All right, let's hook it up. Okay, that is a light bulb. I put the screwdriver so it doesn't go back and forth. Now, let's see if we turn this switch on. Does it come on or not? Yeah. See, it is on. No, now it's off. On. And off. And the capacitors, these are very awkward size, and need to try to find them. And but the most important thing, you know, now that the light comes on and off, if we want to turn it on at night, you know, you can turn it on. Otherwise, it was on all the time. When I purchased this radio, that light was on all the time. So now I can turn it on and off. That is awesome. Alright, the next thing I need to fix, you know, the volume control. As soon as touches here, it goes on and off. So that one needs to be also fixed. Late at night. It's about 12 midnight, believe it or not. This is picking up a bunch of stations, which is a good thing. So I need to work, see, on the volume control. You remember when I bought this and I shared with you earlier that volume control was going back all over. I need to take it out and try to fix that as well. Let's take this out. I'm going to put the speaker upside down so it doesn't get damaged like that. And I think there's just a couple of screws that should come out. Try to find the screws. One right there. Is that the only screw there? Let's take that out, see what's going on. Alright. Okay. Is there any other screw anywhere else? Should be another one somewhere here. Oh, it just pulled out like this. Just a slide out. Very interesting. See, one is screwed and a slide. There's two. This slide right here. Then it hit this, like this area. Okay. It is also, it had just one screw. And this was for the light. See, these are all cheaply made. That's why there's so much issue. Pretty interesting. Let me get the magnifying glass to be able to see better. This screw was loose when I purchased it. That's why the person says it's not working, because see, it was turning like that. Then that's pretty interesting. I can lubricate it right from here. There's a little shield that'll take it out. Maybe if I add a couple of drops of this might help. Because you know the volume control was really scratchy. We will see if this is going to help or not. Such a crazy design. It's a 5K ohm. That's a 5,000 ohm. Let's put this back. Alright. Let's put this on. Such a crazy design. Okay. Now we're going to turn it around a few times like that. Doing this for the lubricant get everywhere. Might do it over there. Oh, this is loose to this side too. Such a bad design, folks. It's the same thing over there. Totally loose. Okay. Same thing. This is a 5,000 ohms. So they use the same thing for the lights and this. Okay, let's now plug it. As you know, it has this type of plug. Of course, here is a 12 volts. It has a transformer in the back. That transformer reduces it to 12 volts. So I don't need to be worried to get electrocuted. Okay, let's turn this thing on, which is on. It was working. Oh, you see what happened? It broke off the speaker. So that's what's going on. The wire just broke off because I keep moving it around. Let me turn it off. I'm gonna quick solder this thing. As I mentioned, all these radios are built. I believe this, I'm not sure when this one, which country this one is being built. Not like a Sony type. Usually you don't see this type of thing in Sony. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit on the soldering gun. Okay. That's put together. We're going to try it one more time. Let's turn it on. See, the fluorescent lights are on. Let me turn everything off. You see, now this is fixed. It's not making those scratchy noise anymore. Let's unplug it. You see this power transformer? This is what it changes from 120 volts to 12 volts. Because I measured the other side, it was just 12 volts coming out. And let's put this back together. It's because I don't want to get damaged. Look, it come off. See that? It's crazy. The way they did this, it doesn't make any sense. Let me work on this. It's crazy the way they did these radios. Always when I work in this type of radio and transistor, I said this is the last one I'm going to work on. But then I get back to it again. It's hard to walk away from them, huh? Because they're unique, they're nice, you know, the different way they made them, but they're pain to work on. It seems like it's holding okay. Because if you put too much solder, it's going to get to the other side, then going to make it short. It's crazy. I don't know if you can see it or not. They soldered this to the bottom of the light bulb. I put a screw in. Before we install it, let's try it out. Let's see if it comes on. Yeah, okay. Oh, let's put it back in there. Put the screws on it. I find another screw that's going to fit. At least I'm hoping. Remember, one of the screws was missing when I take this apart. I want to show you something here. I pulled this capacitor out of this radio. It's a 470 microfarad and it's at about 10 volts. Watch here, look at the reading. Look how off this is. It's supposed to be 470. No wonder this radio was not performing that well. I look at through my supply and I saw, I bought this a long time ago. Of those things I bought on eBay, you know, I'm sure it come from China. Has tons of stuff in it. I find some 470. So I'm going to replace that 470. And they have 220. They don't have 200. They have 220. So I might use that. Let me first install 470 and test it to see how it's performing the radio. Then we know if the others need to be replaced or not. Okay, as you remember, the minus was here, the positive other side. So I'm going to put this in those holes like that. Then bend a little bit. Bend. So I can solder it now. Let's see after changing this if we're going to get better sound or not. Just a little solder is fine. You don't need to put too much. Okay, this is my cutter. I'm going to cut the extra wires off. Let's hook it up to electricity and let's try the radio. See, changing that capacitor, it sounds much better. You hear it? Isn't it amazing, you know, that this radio could work with that capacitor be that off, was over, close to 700 or so microfarad instead of 400, was twice as much. So I'm going to change also those 200. One of them I pulled out. And it wasn't that off really. So, but because I took it out, I replaced it with a new one. Alright. That one is done too. Let's measure the one that I pulled out so you can see how off it was. It wasn't that off, and I'm amazed. And it's the first capacitor I see they marked the plus sign instead of minus sign. Yeah, this is the first capacitor I see like this, and instead of minus. Very interesting. So positive goes this side, red is positive, negative. You see, instead of 200 is 266. So it was off just a little bit. I'm glad I changed it. I'm going to check the other one. Right, I replaced all these 4 capacitors. And 2 of them was 200. And this one was 10 microfarad. And of course we already discussed about this 470. They were all off. Just one of the 200 was about maybe 230, 240, something like that. But the rest, they were really off. This 10 was about 18 microfarad. So I replaced all of them. Or to pull them out, all replaced. You see with the new one, they're much smaller. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. They're very small because these are the newer version. Okay, I'm going to put everything back now together. I have to glue the speaker back inside and then put everything back, then clean it up, wax it, and do some touch up with the paints that it came off. Let's work on those. At least now all the capacitors change. I haven't checked any resistors because they are so darn small. It's so hard to get to. So I'm assuming that's good enough for this radio. I'm using this product as I mentioned before. You know, I use all my radio, even plastic. I already polished this. It came up very nice, like I said, pretty shiny. Because I want to put everything inside so it be protected. One side goes here, this side goes here, the screw goes right there. So we're going to put it here, like that. Remember that? Mm-hmm. This wire. Okay, that's in. I'm going to put the screw there. Where's this small screw? Turn this so you can see. Just want to screw hold this together. Okay. Now I have to glue this inside, then install this. After the gluing, I'll let it dry for a while. Let's maybe work on that. I glue this speaker to the frame and I let it sit overnight. It's pretty secure now. And I use the clear glue so you don't see the glue as much. So that is set very well. So now we're going to install this. And the way this is installed, you see there is a couple of clips here, right here. So these are, you just twist them. You put this in and go clockwise this way, right? So let's do that. So we're going to put it right here. First I'm going to make all these wires straight so it doesn't, because one of the clip is right here away from this. Don't want to cut any wires that I want to put in. See, now it's ready. So the clip right here will be very close to each other like that. So then you twist it like that. You're done. See that? So counterclockwise just a little bit, going to open it, clockwise of course going to close it. And there's a screw in the back that it holds so it doesn't come apart. Let me find that screw and install it. Put it right here. Okay, let's see if that's okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Now before I put the faceplate here, I'm gonna clean everything with this product, of course. You see all this thing in the back. Try to clean it. The cleaning product is not coming out, so I'm gonna use this product to remove that scratch. I put a little bit in the paper towel, just a little bit. See, I clean all other product around the house and it did not remove it. But this is because it's a liquid sandpaper. It removed them, and it also get rid of the yellow on plastic. Then you get a piece of clean paper, you go over it. See how shiny it is now? See, that side is yellow and dirty. See this side? And look at this side. That's why I use this product. It's quick and easy. So this line cord is so dirty and disgusting. So I'm going to clean it. Let's see. I don't know if you see it in camera or not, but it's definitely, see how clean it is now. So with this product you can clean anything. When I finish this, the rest of it, see how dirty it is, like all yellow. It turns yellow. Alright, this is the dial for the radio that I'm working on. Is on the cardboard. It seems like they glued it. It's a little sticky. But because it's a cardboard and no protection, you know, there's all this scratches all over it. And so I have two options. One, to create something like this on computer, or use, you know, the Sharpie blue and try to cover, you know, those areas. I already did a few of them here. Came out very well. Just want to show you. Sometimes you need to use the stuff around the house to fix things. So I'm going to get a small paper towel, Sharpie, see, like this, go over it like that, then immediately take the extra one off. This is where the knob was rubbing against the cardboard. So I take the extra off. See, don't let it dry that much before you do this, otherwise it will show. See, everywhere that was a knob is eating up around. I have an idea to protect this so this doesn't happen again. I'm going to work in that as well. I'm going to say it looks much better. You don't see those scratches as much. I'm going to let it dry for a little bit, and then I have some idea to protect this. Let me think about that. What's the best way of doing it? I looked at the recycling bin and I saw this over there, which is stuff from grocery store. You know, it's like a plastic to take the lid off. I'm going to see if I can use this. I already put those over it, marked it all around like that, you see. And this is the test. I don't know if this is going to be thick enough. I'm going to try this. I have another plastic which is thicker. I always look at material. I say, can I use them for a project? Just take it out of our recycling bin and say, hey, let's see if this is going to work or not. I know I can go buy, you know, all this, but my goal really is to reuse whatever is around the house. As you notice, majority of time when I work on my radios, restore radios, I look around the house to see what can I use to repair it. You know, it's simple to go buy, you know, buy brand new stuff, but what other thing around the house is that you can actually use it. So I'm going to make that in both material, and of course I'm going to take this stuff out of it to see which one is going to work better. Let's see if this is going to work or not. Again, this is just a test. We already marked that because it has glue in the back. Is stuck to this. You see now it came off. First, of course, I'm cutting much larger, then I'm cutting to the size. This is going to go back to recycling bin. I'm trying to protect that cardboard. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but hey, we can try, right? There's several other ways I could do this, but I think this is much easier. See, that's what I'm trying to do. To put something over it. Of course, it's going to be clean. Maybe also put the other holes in it as well. I'm going to use this pen again, mark all of them, and I can use the X-Acto knife to cut them. Cutting those holes, one already cut, I'm working second one. It takes some time. I wish I had a hole punch, I could punch this through, but I'm using this. That's why it takes time to do this. And you know, this should be pretty sharp to be able to do this, otherwise it's not going to work. Okay, you see that popped out? See, there's two holes. Now we're working on the third one. Put a glue in the back of this dial, and so I can glue it to the cabinet. I'm going to use this product. Again, the good thing about this glue is when it dry, it's be totally clear. So if it gets on the cabinet, you're not going to see it. Okay. Just want to put it in the center like that. Then I'm going to put this clear thing over it. Now let's put the knob in so you can hold everything together. The reason I did this, whenever you turn this around, it's not going to scratch the paper that we discussed earlier. Okay, see? One of them goes this side like that. So like this. Okay, now we're going to let it dry. See, this way your cardboard is protected. Okay, let it dry. I used these Sharpies, 3 different color, black, red, and blue, and touched up the area that was faded or, you know, scratches. They're all been fixed. They're looking just great. And as you can see, came out pretty nice. Let's try this radio. I put the Coke can here for comparison. Size-wise, let's remove this and let's start the radio. Now, as soon as I turn it on, you know, it comes on right away. There is no delay because changing all those capacitors.
Is an after-hour care. Learn more at jacksfamilysportsbed.com. Janet, I'm bitter.
The fluorescent lights are on because I want to video this, but it still is picking up very well. As you can tell. Let's change the station.
Y todavía la dirección no era clara, y demostrarle a la compañía dueña de esta construcción.
Let's change it again. Speaking of several stations, it sounds unbelievable. Even the fluorescent light is on. You see, it's performing really nice. Let me just show you the back of the radio too. It came out very nice. I'm really happy with the end result of this radio. Okay folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, more radios are coming out. You take care, have an awesome day. I want to take the opportunity and thank you for taking your valuable time watching these videos. If you're interested to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel and you will be notified when a new video being uploaded. You have a great day.